talk about Steve Stoute. I haven't watched the whole interview. I'm gonna finish the Mike Epps interview they did on All the Smoke. Then I'm gonna start the Shannon Sharp Steve Stoute interview now. I seen the part because Anton Daniels, he played it, man. Shout out to Anton Daniels. He's from Detroit, like they said some funny ass shit too. Somebody said on Instagram, do Detroit guys have deep voices? Detroit guys don't have deep voices. That shit hella funny because a lot of us don't. You know what I'm saying? That shit is hella funny. That's funny as fuck because that's like a mad true statement in a lot of the situations. But we all can pop shit for the most part. But I done had girls say, "Oh, you sound young," and I don't talk to you because you sound young. That man, look here. Whatever your disqualifiers is as a woman, that shit don't bother me. One bus leave, another bus coming. Once you get that mindset about women, if you can pull one, you can pull another one. But so yeah, I think we need to be in the business of devaluing punani. Y'all done put the shit so high. But nonetheless. So basically, Steve Stoute gave his 2 cents on why Jay and Dame don't speak no more, right? They fell out. He said, basically, Jay-Z felt like he hit his ceiling with Dame, and Dame used to really piss people off. We seen the videos, him yelling and going to centers. He said Dame used to start businesses and then, you know, go overseas with some females and then come back and start cussing people out, made Dame the president of Rockefeller without running it past Jay-Z. We heard Memphis Bleak say everybody knew what was coming but Dame. And, you know, and he even said he's a smart guy, smart businessman. But the problem is this, and you will find this skill set go a long way. You got a lot of people who has the bronze, the muscle, they have the look, they have the beauty, whatever you want to say. They got the IQ, the mind. But this is where a lot of people go. This is one of the attributes that if you don't have it, it's gonna be uphill battle in life. And social skills. If you the head coach, if you a manager, a team leader, a CEO, or owner of a business, you a business broker, you a real estate agent. If you want to, be better with dealing with the opposite sex, if you want to have homegirls and homeboys, you want to be a party promoter, any type of thing, like people skills, social skills, man, it is imperative. It is imperative. We can talk about street smarts too, but having them social skills, it can cover up for a lack of IQ. It can cover up for the lack of beauty. This is why you see a lot of average women or below average or above average women that got good looking guys. Now I can't say the same thing about the guys, about the women with the guys. Usually when an ugly nigga got a woman, he usually got the bag. Right? He usually got the bag. And this is why I tell, when women give advice on guys, try to look at the scope through a guy's perspective, they kind of struggle. And you'll be like, what you mean? Like, because they can't really look at it from a logical place. They're emotional. So, but yeah, that's usually what it is. He's an awesome provider. All that shit. And then 9 times out of 10, she know that I look better than him. I got room for error. I can get away with this. I can cheat. He's still gonna stay with me. Whoop-de-whoop. They know that. They know a dude that's really attractive, and that's that shit. They really don't, see you. They see you as a dime a dozen, or they already, come on. Now you really gotta work and show you loyal, you faithful. You bring something to the table, affection, emotional healing, all that shit, money, or something. Hustler mindset. Come on, man. Oh my God, man. These people are the verbs, man. Irritating, dog. But yeah, you gotta have social skills. You gotta have people skills. And that don't mean you gotta be a likable guy. Sometimes you gotta read the room. Sometimes you gotta read people. And Dame Dash didn't have that. He can chop it up, he can talk shit, he can pop shit. But you notice he even fell out with Cam before. And Cam had to tuck his tail between his legs to get him out of a bad deal. You know what I'm saying? He fall out with everybody, and they say if you the constant and everybody and all the other variable changes are coming and they changing and you the one constant, you the problem. And one thing I had to learn that Dame probably never learned, or never will learn at this point in his life, you can't keep it real everywhere, especially in corporate America. You know what I'm saying? Even dealing with women, you can't always keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could be with a woman, you could be like, you know what? I ain't never seeing her again. Or, you know what? I ain't sleep with her again. Or, you know what? I ain't never linking with her again. You know what I'm saying? And you can sit there and play the role and just, delete the number, block her, ghost her, then shit, you see her in public again, act like you don't know her. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could be in a business meeting and they could be, they say some shit you don't like, and you'll try to push back, and they be like, well, this is what we got. You be like, okay, cool. I think about it. Knowing you're not going to take the deal. Dang, no, fuck that. You better up this number to that. Then you alienated people. Now you creating enemies. Because contrary to the belief, everybody can't separate the business from the friendship. That's what really make the great business guys. We can be in here doing business, and you done slept with my wife before, but it's business. I'm going to leave the personal shit outside the door. That's what make the great business guys. Or you did me dirty in 3rd grade, and now we got to hash out $1 million deal. I'm not going to let that personal feeling come in this room and mess this $1 million deal up. Some niggas go, oh, hell no, I ain't doing business. Fuck that money. I'll figure out another way. And it's the best and only lucrative option. Or it's the best option out of a few lucrative options. That's what make the best. And Dame, he can't read the room. You yelling and screaming, it's a way to articulate your point, going back to people and social skills. It's a way to articulate your point without yelling and screaming. Now, has it come to a point where you may have to do that every now and again? Maybe. But you yelling and screaming and making decisions and coming back going hard on people and all that type of stuff, like, come on, man. Come on, buddy. At the end of the day, you have to evolve and you have to adjust. But Dame say, oh, this worked before, you got working out, and then you got to look at the landscape. Like, it's become way more liberal now. You can't yell at nobody no more. They crying and breaking down. Men are not men no more. Women ain't the women they used to be no more. They saying, oh, you verbally assaulted me, and you did this, and you did that. I had a chick tell me, because I didn't speak to her at all. Didn't talk to her, didn't speak to her, didn't look at nothing. Kept my mouth shut, act like I ain't see her. What you doing is abuse. I'm like, nigga, what? I ain't even say nothing, dog. I just kept walking. Like, please. That's the society we in now. That's the society. These niggas is emotionally, and a lot of these dudes is physically weak. And Dame never changed up. He never made the adjustment. He never evolved. And Steve Stoute is 100% right. I guarantee you that. When you got a pit bull or you got a lion that you can't control, he messing up the deals for Jay. And Jay probably trying to tell him in his own way, like, chill out a little bit. And no, fuck that. I already know dudes like that. You outgrow people, especially when when he started fucking the bag up for Jay, and Jay couldn't get as big as he wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He got mad at Jay because, he got mad at Jay because Jay just, separated. There wasn't no big fallout. It wasn't no big beef. It wasn't no yelling, no screaming, no kicking and screaming, nothing that. Jay, like, you could take that from Jay. I do the same thing. I'm not about to argue with you. I'm not about to, none of that, bro. Like, you know what you did. Or you ain't interested or whatever. I'm gonna block the number, delete the number. If I see you in public, I'm gonna act like I don't know you. You can speak on the situation all you want to. As long as law enforcement don't get involved, my reputation ain't on the line for defamation, I ain't about to respond to your ass. You seen Jay do it to Dame, you see Will do it to Jada all the time. Corey Hardrick and Tia Mari. know, you see a lot of guys just take the power of silence. And when I learned that silence is the main killer, when they yip yap, especially women, and you don't say nothing, you just keep it moving, walk away, or don't acknowledge them, man, that killed them the most, bro. That killed them the most. They become the most submissive motherfuckers in the world. Like I said, I had a whole bunch of, the last, 13 years, I had a bunch of friends. I like one, like, guy, homie I hang out with. And ain't none of us, the dudes that I don't hang out with no more, didn't have a fallout. I just knew I outgrew the situation and I outgrew what people doing, bro. I know I had to separate and elevate. And Jay had to do the same thing. I think a lot of people should take the Jay-Z route. Instead of getting motherfuckers to change. Niggas know they ain't changing. They doing the same thing. You a grown man, a grown woman like I, you know what you need to do. I might kind of nudge you in the right direction. Like, hey, bro, you know, hey, we hiring over here. You know what I'm saying? Well, I heard over here they got this opportunity and you still want to smoke weed and sit in the basement all day. You got it. You can't go where I'm going. Nah, but Dame Dash did turn around. Somebody tweeted out or posted on the internet that, you know, I don't know if it was him. I'll put the screenshot on the screen. And said that Dame Dash smacked Steve Stoute. And that's why Steve Stoute is speaking bad on Dame Dash. And Dame Dash challenged Shannon Sharp to bring him on the Club Shay Shay podcast. Until his side of the story. We heard every Dame Dash story, damn near it is. He's been doing 1,000 interviews for 1,000 fucking years right now. And I fuck with Dame. Because at heart, I'm just like Dame, bro. I just knew I couldn't, like, I had to evolve. I can't be the same guy I am in the hood in the corporate America. You know, I knew I couldn't yell and scream at everybody to do what they need to do or when they did something I ain't like. I started the Jay-Z approach. And maybe I'll do that video on Free Game 89. Check the channel on FR33 Game 89. I'm probably going to leave it up for a couple more weeks. Maybe mid-March, maybe the last week of March. I don't know. Then it's going on Patreon, but just stay tuned. The link's in the link tree. Check out my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk. He basically said he smacked motherfucking Steve Stoute. That's why Steve Stoute is talking bad about him. And now you smacking niggas in the business. So, you know, you didn't alienate everybody in the business, okay? So you think they ain't gonna kick you when you down and you broke? You absolutely fucking right. They're gonna kick your ass down. They gonna throw dirt on your name. Dame broke now, and Dame gotta sell this, and Dame gotta do that. But Kanye was, you know, I don't really like Kanye because he a crazy nigga, man. But I think I'm starting to see the method to his madness. So I really ain't tripping on Kanye. He did marry a whore and all that, and they came back to bite him. But I see the method to his madness. But I respect him when he said, man, as long as I got it, Dame will always have it. Cam and Mace always having Dame back. So I respect that, bro. I respect that. I really do respect the loyalty, but yeah, he said he had to put hands on Steve Stoute allegedly. You know? And Puffy and Steve Stoute fell out at one point. It happens. But Dame's so demonstrative and so aggressive, you know what I'm saying? And the way times has changed, bro. And believe it or not, when him and Jay was riding together, the times was changing. The change was already in place. So you going in yelling at these white people, you going in here yelling at these different brothers and sisters and all this shit, and yelling at everybody. A lot of people don't forget that. Even if you turn around, you hand them a nice healthy check. People remember the negativity before the positivity. Real talk, that's just the world we in. In reality, even though the good outweigh the bad, we all look at the bad outweighing the good. But, you know, I sound Dame Dash. I mean, Jay-Z sound like he got another banger. I mean, Shannon Sharp sound like he might have another banger on his hands. Real talk, this sound like this might be a great moment for Shannon Sharp, because Dame seemed like he about to pop some shit. He seemed like he about to pop some shit on there. But hey, check out the music entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video, get my Mr. Rogers on and shit. putting on my work shoes. But hey, hit the link tree. You can find my other channels. Free Game 89, Motor City Sports Talk. You can find me on Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, X, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine.